This prisoner intentionally threw a baseball near the barbed wire fence. Then, pretending to pick it up, he crossed the warning line. Taking advantage of the moment, he pressed himself against the wall and carefully observed the surroundings. That's when he realized the guards stationed in the watchtower couldn't see him at all. It was clearly a blind spot in the prison's security. But while he was secretly planning his escape, one of the prison guards suddenly became suspicious. Panicking instantly, the prisoner quickly raised his hands in surrender and explained that he had only gone there to retrieve the baseball. Eventually, the guards believed his excuse and their suspicion faded away. That same night, the prisoner quietly returned to the exact same spot. This time, he used a pair of pliers to cut through the barbed wire. The next morning, when the prison guards arrived for duty, they discovered that the prisoner had already escaped. But strangely, later that same day, he willingly returned and surrendered himself. At first, everyone assumed he must have gotten into trouble while escaping. But in reality, he had used the opportunity to scout the surrounding area so he could later escape with all of his fellow inmates. Soon after, he instructed one of the prisoners to steal a floor tile and secretly secure it over a drain. Whenever the guards were away, the inmates would begin digging a tunnel underneath the prison. The moment they heard guards approaching for patrol, they quickly hid all their tools inside the drain, covered it back up with the tile, and sealed the cracks with cement. No matter how thoroughly the guards searched, they never found anything suspicious. For the next 2.5 years, the prisoners secretly dug underground together. Now they were only waiting for the perfect moment to escape. One day, while a prison guard was pouring water on the floor, he suddenly noticed something strange. The water disappeared far too quickly into the ground, even though there was supposed to be solid concrete underneath. It was obvious that something was wrong. To confirm his suspicion, he immediately called the warden. Moments later, the floor tile was removed, revealing an unfinished tunnel underneath. Clearly, someone had been planning a prison escape. The moment the warden realized what was happening, he immediately gathered all the soldiers and called every prisoner into the yard for questioning. But even after hours of interrogation, nobody confessed. What nobody knew was that this tunnel was actually fake, a decoy intentionally left behind for the warden to discover. The real tunnel was hidden deep inside the barracks drainage system. Completely unaware of this, the warden proudly believed he had successfully stopped the prisoners' plan. In reality, the prisoners had just gained even more time. After that, they worked even harder, digging like madmen day and night. The dirt they removed was secretly dumped while working outside the next day. But as the tunnel became deeper, oxygen inside started running dangerously low. So the prisoners secretly built a small blower machine to pump air into the tunnel. To prevent the tunnel from collapsing, they also carefully installed dozens of wooden supports along the walls. Finally, when the escape tunnel was almost complete, all the prisoners crawled inside and began their final escape attempt. But the moment they pushed their heads out from the other side of the tunnel, they were met with a shocking sight.